Red Nation, what's good?
See it and I threw it kind of like Mitch, but
Listen, that game didn't go the way we wanted it to go.
Went better than it was going.
But I'll say this. First things first, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with your boy. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. We just got off of a live call, and unfortunately, the Bulls took it in. We're going to have Billy Donovan post-game show. We're also going to be qualifying 2 callers for the Ayo Dosunmu jersey giveaway at $13K. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that here in the playoffs. That's the goal here, so make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I'm going to throw it to you guys real quick as I check Twitter here to see if we got everything queued up. What'd you guys see in tonight's game? Ringo, we'll start with you. What'd you see in tonight's game that you feel cost us this game, and what has you feeling good about this Bulls team moving forward?
DeMar DeRozan is the reason why the Bulls lost this game, even though I will say they had a lot of open opportunities. The thing that I want to keep saying is the fact that the Bulls want to be here. Like this is the team that we were asking for for 2 months, and they showed up tonight.
Showed up at the right time, kind of.
They showed up
kind of.
Kind of. But
6 for 24 from the line ain't exactly what we're looking for.
We got Billy Donovan
from DeMar. That's not something that you want to see, but
yeah. What'd you see tonight, kid? What was your thoughts on it?
Bad shot selection by DeMar DeRozan. I'm a firm believer. If you don't have it rolling, it's your responsibility to get everybody else involved. Vooch had it rolling, and he really should. They really should have just went to him, Zach. And I hate to say it, Kobe White.
Give him his love.
I gotta give it to him. Gotta give him his props when he shows and proves. And so
he's still getting traded.
Oh, in a heartbeat. Kobe in a second for anybody. I don't care.
For anybody.
I don't care. Hey, listen,
cool.
say whatever you want to say. But and then at the same time, I gotta blame Billy Donovan a little bit.
Really?
Some parts of this, I was like, hey, Billy, you need to do something. Whether that be, I really wanted him to use his challenge. He didn't use the challenge at all today.
Didn't use his challenge.
And there were some moments where he absolutely should have, especially late game. Some of his rotations didn't make sense to me, as you saw. Like you walking, chime in on this one. When did we see us pick up the momentum and stuff like that? When he put in Kobe White, Alex Caruso, and Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah,
we didn't see a whole lot of that throughout the night. Once they made their run, then he put back in. And I get it. You put in your starters and stuff like that. And that's the hard thing about coaching. When do you switch it?
Right.
I would have just rolled it to the wheels fall off.
I think the tough part about that is you have to ride with guys who have shown nothing but inconsistencies. Now, Caruso, a different reason. He's had a broken wrist, and it's a shooting wrist. And his shooting woes, unfortunately, he keeps getting the wide open looks, and he got to take them. But his shooting woes, I think, are very much attributed to the fact that his hand was like this for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Caruso a little different, but when you got to ride with guys that have been inconsistent, right? Like, yeah, you want to ride them till the wheels fall off, but also you have to keep in consideration that I got to put these guys back in here later. They have to not be gassed. Zach has to not be gassed. DeMar has to not. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to play it to where I can do what I want to do at the end of this game, and I've got a bunch of healthy guys. A lot like what the Bucks did. Shout out to Coach Bud on that one, by the way. Listen, it's C-Red Nation over here, but I will give a shout out to Coach Bud. With 5 fouls, he's absolutely doing the job to get the in and out with Giannis. I haven't seen a lot of coaches do that. I love that move by Coach Bud, so shout out to him for that. And you know what? I think the interesting thing, right, is we give Billy Donovan all of the fault when you lose a game like tonight, but we don't give him the praise for putting his team in position to come back. We don't give him the praise for instantly saying he saw one layup from Drew Holiday in the third quarter at the first bucket and said, timeout, get him out of here.
You kidding me?
Get him out of here. We just talked about this. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to give him credit for the good things that he does. And I think Billy does a lot of good things for us. I think there's moments where I question it. I question not using the challenge, but I also I don't know how that works in the NBA. Like, is there an eye in the sky like in the NFL where like somebody sees it? Because I always see players just like, but I don't ever actually see. I see everybody like look up at the jumbotron, but then like the play starts. So I don't know how that works. If there's somebody up there like, yeah, you're not gonna win that one, brother.
What did we see good though? What did you see that like you absolutely love?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The defensive intensity that the Bulls showed, the defensive rotations that the Bulls showed, the things that Billy Donovan, by the way, that's his defensive scheme, has been preaching for 2 months of a season. 2 months of a season. You have to rotate to your man. We saw a couple of times where the Bulls didn't. Brooke got an open look in the corner. I think Wes Matthews got an open look in the corner. Bobby Portis got an open look in the corner. But for most of the night, right, like, because you got to double team Giannis. When you saw them jump up on Giannis and they start moving the ball around, the Bulls did a good job. Hey, let's get back. Let's get in front of that. Let's get and make it a tough shot. Let's take them inside. So the defense of the Bulls tonight, I really thought was good. I thought that they did enough defensively. I think this comes down to having players on your team, and I said this coming in. I don't know if you got shot makers. I mean, Bando back here in the cut. I mean, the shot makers on this team, do you feel like they're good enough to win you this series?
Honestly, no. I think we need more. If I'm being real, Alex Caruso, I think if he's shoots how he normally shoots, is a big contributor because they're going to leave him.
Yeah.
Again, this is one game back off of a week of not playing, so there could have been some inconsistencies in that. Kobe played great. I think Kobe is big, but we don't just need Kobe. When you look at the Bucks, they're deeper than 2 players off the bench.
Yeah.
Ayo came in, missed 1-3. Derrick
Missed
Jones came in.
Airballed one of them, didn't he?
But I think he only took one. Derrick Jones came in, took one airball.
Oh, he hit the front of the rim.
P. Will took one, missed, or he might have took 2. So you got to be able to knock down wide open shots. They're giving us wide open shots, and we got to be able to hit those.
Yeah.
If we're not hitting those, they can pack the paint. Well, Vooch go 1 for 8.
1 for 8 from the 3-point line. They gave it to him.
We got to have that.
I also need to better understand what was the game plan with Tristan Thompson. Was it was it stamina? Was it help? What was it? Because he only played 7 minutes. He put up 2 shots. He hit 1. Had 2 rebounds. He had some impact on the floor when he was there, and then we just didn't see him.
I think the thing with Tristan is like you treat Tristan on the defensive end like you would treat, like I would like us to treat Kobe on the offensive end. Like there's some games where Tristan's a clamp because he's got it, he's got the intensity, he's got that fire going. Then there's some games where you put him out there and you like, oh, you shouldn't be on the floor right now. And I mean, did we really see something from him defensively that was like, yeah, keep him out there?
We didn't get a chance.
No,
that's what I was saying. We didn't get a chance.
I was gonna say, I just think that in this series, you might not be able to unless Brooke gets in the foul trouble. And the thing was, when I hinted at that, they went right to it. You saw when they took Brooke out the game, Tristan Thompson immediately comes in. When Brooke is in the game, you can't have Tristan in the game because he doesn't space the floor. Yes, he does rebound, but you basically just standing there getting active, waiting on me to miss, and then that's just making it harder for DeMar to do his thing on that end. So I feel like that's the main reason why we didn't kind of see Tristan tonight. But if the series keeps going and Brooke gets in the foul trouble, he's gonna get more minutes depending on the situation. So it's a game to game thing with him.
Yeah. Hey, let's listen in to Billy Donovan. We want to hear from you guys, the fans, as well. Appreciate y'all for showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, and call into the show, 855-908-5668. We got Billy Donovan at the podium here. Let's go out and hear what he's talking about.
You know, how is the group performing on both ends of the floor? What do the matchups look like? So it was just...
Dude, we got Billy Donovan. Hold on. That was Billy, but that's like 16 seconds. Here we go.
They need to do better with how they do these post games for the NBA playoffs. Good Lord.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out if the audio tweaking on that.
My man looks like he's in a interrogation room with just the playoffs in the background.
He do. I'm trying to see. Like, apparently the audio is just tweaking right now.
My man's on the first 48. Don't even realize it.
And why he just do his collar like that? Though?
Don't drink the water, Bill.
Oh, it really is them.
Either
So the audio
Stopped
tweaked on like the
opportunity.
first question. Somebody forgot to cut the mic on. Here we go. Hold on, give it a sec.
for us to dig a little bit into their league. Some missed opportunities.
Hey, even the
But
NBA
going
has
to,
the same
come out in the
technical
third
difficulties
and
as us.
have a really good
$1 billion
offensive possession.
corporation.
Then, we have a breakdown in
Imagine what we would
transition.
be like with a
And we kind of regathered ourselves, got the lead. Obviously, we didn't have a great shooting night either today. They didn't shoot it and battled. I think there's some things that we can clean up from what we were trying to do defensively and offensively that we can get better. But I think the competitive spirit that our guys played with and the togetherness that they played with, considering the fact of the way we closed the regular season, I think the week really helped us. But we got to get up on Wednesday and do it all over again, and we have to do it just with guys battled and fought. It was a hard-fought game. We gave ourselves a chance. I thought Fuchs had a chance to cut it to one. The Zach play from my angle looked like he got off a pretty clean look for him. Have maybe an angle to maybe even get downhill. I think it was 36 seconds to go in the game. Maybe if he makes it, it's tied. If he makes it 2, maybe it's cut to 1 point. But I didn't have a good enough angle. But I thought the shot
he's going to take, his confidence gives him. Do you have to reel him back, or is that the worst thing you could do with Zach? I mean, do you just have to let him take those late game shots and just hope that his shot making is.
He's got a lot of confidence and belief in him as a player. I think he really tries to play the right way. Like Zach, to me, not one as great of a scorer as he is. He is not one of these guys that just jacks up shot to shot. I think maybe as it relates, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I would say probably he was with Vooch and DeMar. He was probably the third guy. So when he gets those catch and shooting, those opportunities where he's got a free look, I like I said, I thought he got off a pretty clean look. I don't know if he could have, with the way the angle of the screen was coming, I couldn't really tell if he could get downhill around the screen, but certainly he got to a spot to take a 3.
So did you feel like tonight was a missed opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I think every time, you're going to be in these situations, it's an opportunity. So, I think when you always come on the losing end.
I mean, they shot so poorly. I know this.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you kind of got them after that initial blow. When they were not at their best.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're a great team. They've, I don't want to. I'm not here to sit here tonight and say like we deserve to win the game, or I thought we had our opportunities and we came up a little bit short. We had some opportunities ourselves and saying, you know what, we got a bunch of open shots like they did too, and we didn't knock them down, and we feel pretty good about our shooters. I'm more anxious to see just our spacing on offense. There was time to invest it, but overall, I thought we really battled defensively. We got hurt on the glass a little bit, and we got hurt in transition. But for the most part, I think we had the mentality that we were trying to help each other, and that was the encouraging opportunities, and you want to be able to take advantage. But we know that these opportunities, it's hard to get over the hump against a really good team. So, like I said, I like the way we fought. We can make some adjustments and look at some different things and try to be better coming in here Wednesday.
Did you ask for or get an explanation on the over the back?
Over the back, but that was from my angle. I think one of the things that we have to do in these playoff games is we have to move to the next play. At that point in time, I mean, I'll maybe argue it for 10. So not going to reverse the call unless you're going to challenge it. And we just all got to move on. I think that's got to be our mentality. I think probably for both ways. I thought the officials this time of year, it's hard to officiate games. I thought those guys were there's probably plays they wish they would have had back, maybe got wrong, and there's some plays that if they probably felt like they were right on the money on. So we can't control that. We got to focus on what we can do, and there'll be some times we get don't. But I trusted that those guys worked as hard as they could tonight. I'm sorry.
Style-wise or playing-wise in the game, if there was one thing you could.
Opportunities in the first half in transition. I think when a team doesn't shoot the ball well, like I want to look at the numbers a little bit more closely, but they really hurt us on the backboard. And when they are there, when we do come down with rebounds, we've got to be able to run. And I thought we took a lot of quick rush pull-up just sprayed out. So that was one area that I would say style-wise, I think that we could be a little bit better. And then the other part of it would be for us to generate and to move the ball to utilize Vooch. Got into some really, I thought most of the shots we got were pretty good tonight. I mean, Vooch, I don't know how many shots he could get, 27, 28 shots. I mean, and he so if they're getting to some spots, and you want those guys taking them. But I do think that the spacing and the transition would be two things that just jump out to me right away. Without what?
Charge in the third quarter. What was your vantage point on that play? And what
Our guys behind the bench thought it was to charge. That's what our guys behind the bench thought. So I didn't bother challenging it. I think it was a 1-point game at that point in time. Lose a challenge and not have it potentially at the end of the game. I just didn't feel like it. Now, if those guys would have said to me, "Hey, I don't think it's a charge," I definitely would have challenged. When it was really close like that, I didn't feel like that was the best thing to do at that point in time.
Really, defensively was all not all outside of getting down under the line. I see that correct versus going in, and he makes some extra passes.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to help each other and rotate for each other. Like I said, it's not just our team. I think it's any team in the league. It's very, very difficult to find a guy to bring a lot of help, and you're going to have to really do a good job collectively as a group. And the problem is, when the challenge is that he is a very unselfish player and he's a very good passer. So when he does get doubled and trapped, he does pass the ball. You scramble out. I thought for the most part, we did a pretty good job in that area. There was a couple where I thought we had some miscommunication. We gave up some open shots. We were fortunate they missed some of those shots. But again, we've got to be. And I thought our guys were physical. The thing that I enjoyed tonight about our team was I thought we put our body and our noses and our faces in place. Like we put our bodies in directly in right. And you have to do that, whether it was on the glass or bodies in play. They're big, they're strong, they're physical, they're experienced, and they're really good around the basket. And they score at an elite level around the basket. And if you're not going to be able to put your body,
a little naggish, not gonna lie.
Our guys kind of stuck their noses in there in a lot of different plays.
Timeouts 25 seconds into the second half. What you want to convey at that point?
Get back in transition. Like we had made basket coming out, and it's the first possession on defense, and we did not have good enough awareness going back down the floor. And Middleton just goes up the sideline and drives us and gets a layup like that. That can't happen, especially when you get it, turnover, run out, long, deep shot, long rebound. You can't get back. It's a made basket. We're giving up a layup on a made basket. That can't happen. And I give our guys credit. They got it corrected, and they did it after that point of getting back and playing with the right, I think, concentration and transition. Yeah, I think one of the things for me is I've got a lot of confidence in Io. But, I think as you get to these point in time in the playoffs, especially having 2 days in between games, you're going to look at Vooch, you're going to look at the minutes are going to be a lot higher. The other part of it, too, is you're going to look at a guy like Alex who's, I said before the game, you don't want to up so high, where he's coming back and he's ailing. A lot of minutes, they're going to play a lot of minutes, and that's going to certainly creep into other guys. And then you're looking at a guy like Io or Kobe, and who's playing better at that point in time. Like I thought DJ gave us really, really good minutes off the bench for the time that he was in there. So a lot of times, who's playing well at that point in time? Does somebody need a blow? How is the group performing on both ends of the floor? What do the matchups look like? So it was just a night where he didn't play a lot of minutes, but then we said, listen, we're just not going to play. It was just kind of where the game went. Okay, thank you. Yep, thank you.
Just leave it running.
That was Billy Donovan, coach of the Chicago Bulls, talking about the loss tonight. Tough loss. Hard-fought loss.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
But I'm the best. You know what? I'll say this. We did learn one thing. I didn't know that there were people that essentially an eye in the sky that breaks it down. So apparently there is an eye in the sky that breaks down the whether somebody should challenge or not. So that's interesting to hear that they felt he shouldn't go for the charge. They felt that he shouldn't have gone for the over the back call. I don't know if I agree with it 100%, but I mean, you got these people in place for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see there. Let's go out to the phone lines, though, man. Let's go out to the phone lines. Let's hear what we got on the line from the fans. If you guys want to call into the show, man, call in. The phone number, 855-908-5668. Let's start it off out in the 773. Wow, yo, what's good? Oh, my bad. Hold on. There you go. What's good with you, my boy?
What's up, Pat? Hey, man, this was a hard fall game, man. Alex Caruso need a raise, man. I mean, he didn't do too good on the offensive end, but I guarantee you, next game, if he just cuts a lot cuts a lot more, I guarantee you, he gonna score him some points. And another thing, Billy Donovan needs to run the ball through Nikola Vucevic. Now, I'm not saying that he had a good game when it comes to shooting wise, but if you notice, the offense ran a whole lot smoother, and we were able to get a lot more wide open shots compared to when DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine had the ball in their hands.
Yeah.
And I mean, and even though, look, and I know a lot of people gonna look at me crazy, but even though Zach LaVine didn't shoot too well either, I gotta give him credit for the defense that he played on the boy Drew Holiday. For real.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, Zach did some good things. I think Zach showed you a lot of stuff. Appreciate you for calling in as always, Shay. Stay safe out there, man.
All right, you too, man.
I think Zach did some good things, you know, and for me, Zach showed me a lot of what we've been asking, right? Like, is he gonna be that? Is he gonna have that dog? Is he gonna be the guy that does anything to get a win? And I think you saw that tonight from Zach. Like, Zach wasn't shooting the ball a ton because he was trying to play better defense, because he was trying to get Vooch involved. I think they did go to Vooch a good amount in this game because he was trying to get because he was working on the boards. You know what I'm saying? Like, we sat here, Zach LaVine comes out of this thing with a double-double. So, like, I think for me, right, like, I feel like this was a game where I come out of this with Zach LaVine and I say, if you give me that an entire series, I feel good heading into the offseason talking about giving him the money he wants to give him.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah. I was going to say, yeah, at minimum, Zach definitely showed you tonight that he wants to be here. Alex Caruso definitely did some things on the defensive end that we like. So for that, I got to get at the Shea. But yeah, again, like DeMar, it's like just
Zach has to go early for me.
Yeah, man.
Zach has to come out earlier for me. He has to be aggressive early and kind of set tone. That's the difference between, you know, the elite guards that we look at. You know, I know that we're looking at, like, we have the Phoenix game on right now. It's the first quarter. Devin Booker just knocks out a smooth three.
But Devin Booker.
Hey, Devin Booker is the prototype for what we think Zach could be. And we've seen him evolve to the point where he takes charge of a game. Zach needs to step it up in that respect. Like, hey, you need to go early. Everybody needs to catch up to you at this point.
You know what, though? There's something to be said to when you know you can get a bucket, though. And there's a lot of times where that will be the case, even when I'm not comparing them at all. But even with Jordan. Jordan could have got it at any point. And I feel like Zach kind of feels that same way. Like, I can offensively get going at any point. Vooch can't.
He's not that.
In the second half, Vooch can't get himself going if he's not getting going early. Kobe White's not going to be going if he can't get himself going early. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a lot of, I know I can get myself going. Y'all got to get yourself going. And then when I need to score, I'll come out and I'll get the points I need to get.
Zach ain't that cold yet. Zach is not that type of player.
We've seen Zach. Most of the times, most of the points we see Zach get it that way.
Zach is not that type of player yet. I'm not saying he can't be, but as it stands right now,
that's
he's
not
not
really how he plays.
He's not there yet.
What I'm saying is he's developing. We've seen spurts of it, just like we've seen spurts of some of our, you know, favorite players on other teams. You know, like as they develop, like Jason Tatum wasn't always a bucket. He developed into a bucket. We saw the potential. So Zach is in the same thing. He's developed into a bucket.
I don't know about that.
Jason Tatum was not good from the perimeter at first. His first 2 years,
Being
he was
good from the perimeter, but don't mean you a bucket, not a bucket.
What I mean by that is he wasn't good from the perimeter, can get any shot that he wants.
Yeah.
He's better now, way better now than he's ever been.
Okay,
and so now I can say, hey, if I need this bucket, you know, if they're blocking, if they're clogging the lane, I still believe Jason Tatum can get that shot off. Zach has been very inconsistent from the mid-range, and that three-pointer, if that three-pointer ain't falling, he was 2 from 10, 18 points, 6 of 18 overall.
Yeah.
That three-pointer ain't falling. That's more than half of his game.
Yeah.
He's not good from the mid-range like DeMar is. DeMar, if he's not going from the mid-range, that's his game.
How many minutes did Io play tonight?
7.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 7 more of those.
He's having these 7 whole more.
I'm gonna need 7.
Let me double check. But I know it's double digit. I mean single digit.
Nah, because this is why though. And
no, he played 9. I'm sorry, 2 extra.
Well, I need 7 more.
It still stands. Whatever it was, 7 more.
Still need 7 more.
Yeah.
Nah, like Brand, he showed the text like, nah, dog, freaking, I would have liked DeMar to sit. I would have liked DeMar to sit like 6 or 7 minutes.
Today he needed to sit.
Just to see, because I mean, yeah, he didn't have it, and at the end of the day, I mean, you on the playoff roster.
Yeah.
I gotta see what you have right now, because technically you're shooting us out of the game by shooting the shots that you're taking, even though we know you can hit it, but it was just
when
off
it's not
night
on,
tonight.
it's not on.
Yeah.
And it's like the reality of it is we settled for too many threes. We shot 37 threes today. Guess how many we took 37 threes? Zach and Vooch account for 20 of them.
Yeah.
That's going to be this entire series.
They hit 4.
You got to.
That's going to be in this entire series.
You got to.
They're going to give us the 3.
That's why I say, listen,
that's true.
You have to. They're literally just like,
but
shoot it.
And they do it.
The first contested 3 we saw of the night, for the most part, was the last one of the game that could have changed the game for. Like, they literally are just like, shoot the 3, we don't care.
Shoot the 3.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Unfortunately, it doesn't fit what we do. But I'll tell you this:
against the Bulls,
it's not like 2K, like where you can just drive and eventually you'll get it in the paint. Like that don't work.
No, it don't.
You saw them times where they just forced driving. Brook Lopez twice, right? Blocked Zach and blocked DeMar.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, just blind driving to the bucket doesn't work. We shouldn't settle for the 3-point shot. Well, I hate to tell you this, but it ain't a lot for you to get up out of there if you drive into it. If they literally are just packing the paint and saying take the 3. I get like, and I think the difference is it would be different if it was like back like 2 years ago when they would just be like, shoot threes, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Because we literally had nobody that could shoot 3. Zach shoots at a 38% clip. Zach was missing. Vooch is having his career low from the 3-point line this season. So, like, Vooch missing, like, it's tough. But I'm going to be honest with you, even him missing them, the threat of him taking those shots, you saw how things changed when he knocked down one. Like, all of a sudden, it was Brook Lopez like, well, I guess I'll get out the paint now. And the
crazy thing is he only hit.
He only hit, what, 2, right?
He only hit 2.
He only hit 2. And on both of them he hit, the Bulls were instantly able to get into the paint. It's changing that way, man. Let's go out the mall out in the 219, man. Mall, what's good?
What's good, gentlemen? How y'all feeling tonight, man?
How you feeling, man?
Tough loss.
Tough loss for sure. What'd you see?
Well, one, I was really happy with the defensive intensity. I feel like, especially from that second quarter on, they really picked it up defensively wise and really got inside Milwaukee. They played them a lot more physical. I saw people really trying to at least take charges and things like that. It didn't seem as if they were just giving up wide open, attacks to the rim and things like that. They really swarmed the ball. And if you've noticed, that's when we started getting out on, more of a fast break or more like getting a lot of our turnovers. They started collapsing in the paint and trying to keep everybody, especially Giannis, out as much as they possibly could. Yeah. So defensively, I really enjoyed the game. I liked them defensively. Offensively, though, it's like we've been saying, you're not going to win the series if you can't knock down shots.
Yeah. And
this was just another night where we couldn't knock down shots. And the crazy thing about it is Milwaukee couldn't knock it down either. So it's not like Milwaukee shot well either. I mean, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton shot horribly from the line. But the thing that Milwaukee has that we don't have is they have a guy in Giannis who can go get a bucket at any time because there's literally no one, unless you have another Giannis on your team, like an exact clone of him, there's really nobody stopping Giannis from getting whatever shot he wants within 3 feet of the basket. And if you notice, whenever we started making the run, especially when Giannis was out of the game, whenever we started making the run, they literally put Giannis back in, and it was just like, okay, Giannis just attack the basket like always, and then that was like the pickup for them, That's when they started going on their run again, was when they had Giannis the ball. It was like, yeah, just go attack the rim because there's literally nobody who can stop you. Giannis is probably, outside of LeBron, the second best driver to the basket in the game. And if you really want to be honest with LeBron's age now, you could argue that Giannis is the best driver in the game. So it's just like you guys said, offensively, we got to step it up. We're going to have to knock down those shots. You can't go 2 for 10 by Zach and DeMar can't shoot 5 for 25 and Bruce, even though he had a decent game, 9 of 27, efficiently wise, isn't going to cut it. And, that's what we're going to need everybody to do is to step up offensively and shoot the ball well.
Yeah, it's the only way you're going to win this series, man. Maul, appreciate you for calling in as always, man. Stay safe out there, all right, my guy?
Always. You too.
All right, man, peace.
I'm willing to argue that Vooch had a better game than Giannis.
That Vooch had a better game than Giannis?
24 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Vooch had what?
24 points, 17 rebounds. He had 2 blocks, 1 steal, and 3 assists. To Giannis is 27, 16, 2, and 0.
Trade him.
I can
Hey,
argue.
y'all know where y'all gonna trade him straight to the Bucks.
The Bucks. Bring me back Bobby Portis.
And they get bigger.
That I'm willing to argue that he was either just as impactful or had a better game.
This is one thing I noticed tonight, though. Giannis shot 70%, and they scored what? 90 points? What they have? What was their final?
No, they got over 100. They got over 100.
Did they?
They fit at the free throw line, right?
No, they're 93.
93 points.
It's under 100.
Giannis shot 70%.
That's crazy. First
70%, and they scored 93
these 90s
points.
basketball games out here.
No,
You know what that tells me?
Neither team can
Stop
shoot.
Drew and mid.
That's all you have to do.
Stop Drew and mid.
Drew was 16 for 6 of 16, and Chris Middleton was 4 for 13.
Yeah, that's normal.
1 for
Stop
7
Drew
from the
and
3.
mid.
Now here's the problem,
You
right?
stop them,
They ain't stopping Drew.
Here's
you can win. You can win.
You're not gonna stop
night.
Drew, but you can't make Drew's life hard. Like they made Drew's life hard. You said it. You called it. By the way, call into the show next jersey or next caller into the show will qualify for the Aisle Dosunmu jersey. We're gonna qualify 2 names tonight for the Dosunmu jersey as well. Call into the show 855-908-5668. You can't stop Drew Holiday all the way. Like he's gonna have an impact. He had an impact defensively. He had an impact on the assist. He had an impact. But like offensively, you can make things hard for Drew. And the Bulls did a good job of making things hard for Drew. The tough part is, right, how do you can you continue to make things hard for Chris Middleton? Because listen, he's Chris Mid, but that means that he's gonna have a game.
Oh, I'm expecting him to go off next game.
He's probably gonna go off next game. Like legitimately.
Yeah.
What do you have tonight? You said 8 points?
No, he had
4.
He had 11.
He had 11 points tonight?
11 points.
11 points tonight?
But here's the thing.
He'll probably have an opportunity to go for 40. And it's not because like all of a sudden he's going to be taking different shots or having different looks. It's just like some days he knocks that shot down. Some days he doesn't.
We did a good job isolating him because he has 7 turnovers.
Yeah. The Bulls did a really good job defensively.
They kept turning him.
I give the Bulls credit, man.
I can't stand that guy.
They get a really good job, Jose Alvarado.
That
You
dude,
know why I can't stand him? Because like he's so funny with the little like sneaky stuff that a little dude do. It's like an annoying little brother, man. Let's go out to the 563. We got James on the line, man. James, what's good?
What's good, y'all? Look, man, all I gotta say about the game today is that look, I got what I wanted. We fought, we didn't lay down. It looked like it was heading that way at the start, but like I was saying early in the season, like we can't compete with these guys. Like we can't compete with them. If we just make 2, 3 more over 3-point shots. If DeMar plays better, and this is what I'm scared. This is what I'm scared about because DeMar had a bad game tonight, and this is what happens because people are telling me this. Like this is when DeMar DeRozan becomes DeMar DeFrozen, and in the playoffs time he tends to disappear. And I was hoping we were not going to see that version of him, but we saw it tonight, just tonight. Hopefully we don't see this as the series goes on. But tonight was another example why people never believe in DeMar in the playoffs. I thought Zach was good in his first playoff game. Wasn't making those erratic decisions that he normally does make. But hey, man, just a couple more plays go our way. We'll make a couple more open shots. Hey, we could be walking away with an upset game 1 victory. So looking forward to game 2. Looking forward to kind of adjustment Billy D makes. But yeah, I ain't too mad at this loss.
Hey, I'm right there with you, and you can't say like you're not mad about a loss. Like I think we're all mad, but to see him compete really showed us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, James, man, we got you on the line, man. You called in, you hit the right spot, jackpot. So we get to ask you a question to qualify you for the Ayo Dosunmu jersey. You ready for the question, my boy?
Let's get it.
All right. In the 1998 NBA Finals, seeing as how we in the playoffs right here, you know what I'm saying? You got to do a playoff question for you. Okay. In the 1998 NBA Finals, unfortunately, we got to go back that far. What team did the Chicago Bulls hold to less than 60 points?
Utah Jazz.
Boom! He's in the game. James, great call, man. We'll get all the information and all that from you, man. Just shoot us an email. Throw that up on the screen as well, man. Just shoot us an email with all the information. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for qualifying for it. Have a great day out there. All right, my boy?
You too.
All right, peace.
You gave him the easiest Bulls question.
Huh? All of the questions have kind of been easy.
No, the Bob Love question wasn't easy.
The Raptors question, though?
Yeah. That wasn't
one?
The first jersey
in the Raptors.
That wasn't an easy question.
The first jersey in the rafters? First off, you said Bob Love. That's an easy question.
No, it's Jerry Sloan.
It's the logo.
He's not
no, it's Jerry
logo.
West. My bad. It's Jerry Sloan. Yeah, I was like, shut up. My bad. Had to think about that. I was like, white dudes. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to make it too hard. I don't think that's a tough question.
And the answer is that.
The first jersey in the Raptors, it was much harder than who did we play in the finals? We already been there 6 times.
We'll make up for it, man.
We already been there 6 times. Hey, listen, Brent, who's the first people we played in the finals?
I don't know.
God dang it.
Exactly.
The Lakers, dog.
The first people. Ask me the question again.
Who's the first people that Bulls played in the finals?
Oh, I did not hear that.
Now, unless we went to the finals in the 60s. No, we never went to the finals.
No, we didn't.
I did not hear that.
Second people we went to the finals against.
Still don't know.
Fourth team we took to the finals.
You skipped them. You gave him no shot.
No, close. Sonics. We took Suns and we took Lakers, Portland.
The fact
Suns.
that y'all just randomly went down this road is hilarious.
Sonics and then the Utah Jazz twice.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
Hey, listen. I if the question was too easy, shout out to you, man. You got an easy question. It's more questions coming in. We're gonna be qualifying one more person tonight. Hopefully, we'll be qualifying 2 more people on the next one. Let's go back out to the phones, man. Who we got? Out in the 214s. This is Marv.
Hey, he killing you for saying the logo.
I definitely did. Tweaking. Marv, what's good?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
How you feeling, Marv?
What's up, Marv?
I'm all right. What's going on? What's going on, P. Will? What's going on, guys? I'm feeling pretty good.
P. Will, P. Will, what's going on, Marv?
Hey, I'm all right. What's happening, fellas?
Hey, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on the game tonight? What'd you see?
Well, first I'm gonna start with Dosunmu. You know why he didn't play, right, guys? Have y'all seen him play against Drew Holiday? He gets burnt up.
This is true.
Billy felt like he wasn't going to play well against Drew, and he didn't play him too many minutes. Now, he could have played him every time Drew hit the bench, but Billy chose different.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar, he had a bad shooting night. And the game really didn't base on that. The game was lost in the first quarter, guys. We gave up 34 points. We started off slow, and we couldn't get out. We did get back, but you can't play on the road like that, guys. You can't play on the road like that in the playoffs. You're not going to win many games like that. Now, as far as the things that we need to learn, I got a question for you guys. Do the Bulls feel worse than Milwaukee feel at this present time? I think the Bulls feel pretty confident in playing with these guys, and I think Milwaukee feels like we need to watch out for these guys. I really believe that.
I think the Bulls feel like they probably played better than and you competed with a champion, so you feel good. I think Milwaukee knows who they are because they've won an NBA championship. So yeah, that was a close game, but it's the playoffs, so those happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
So now Caruso showed a different person today because his back wasn't bothering him that much, so he played some good defense. But we got to get some. They got to hit some shots from off the bench. Derrick Jones Jr. You're not getting anything from him as far as he played some good defense, but you're not getting no scoring from it. Now, another question I have: did the Bulls play good defense today, or did Milwaukee shoot bad today? Or did Milwaukee play good defense, or did the Bulls shoot bad?
Bulls shot bad.
Milwaukee
Bulls played good defense also. Bulls shot bad. They gave them so many wide open looks, but I get you. Yeah,
I see where you're going with that for real because now we go into that next game with full confidence because we can play that level of defense if we're consistent with that. They didn't get too many open shots. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here's the deal. If we play that defense and hit our shots, we win the game. Real simple. Because a lot of their shots wasn't wide open. They were contested. Anytime Drew Holiday, a lot of times when Drew was coming in the lane, they was fighting for the ball. Bulls played a decent game. And even shooting bad. I can say this. From all the consideration of everybody, what they felt like was going to happen to us, it was a decent. All right, I got another question. How many were we trying to win in the first two? One of them, right?
Yeah, you definitely want it. You definitely just want to get one of two.
Yeah, we need to win the next game. And that's for real. Now, as far as the way they play, I hate to go back to Billy a lot of times. Zach gets there when they get that ball out, that last shot that Zach took on that three. That's supposed to be a timeout, guy. He's supposed to set up. That's Billy.
I wouldn't have called a timeout there. I wouldn't have called a timeout there. I'd have let the momentum play itself. See if your players can make a play. No. And we've seen a lot of times where that does turn into like he misses the shot, right? And it's like, oh, he should have called a timeout there. But if he cashes that mug, it's good job on Billy Donovan letting his boys get the job done.
All right, but let me say this so fast. Now, first game of most of these guys in the playoffs, Billy needs to calm the team down. We on the road. That's a timeout, partner. I don't care. You do it at home, but you don't do it on the road. First game, this was a game we could have won. So you need to game plan for that moment real carefully. Yeah. It was important. I mean, seriously. And now, as far as some of the calls that were made on the floor, if he should have challenged some, I've been saying it all year. I mean, when does Billy get excited? When does I ain't saying he's not for the team, but sometimes he don't do everything that can help the team in a moment. Notice, like in moments like that, just try it. Just let the team know you with them. Things like that kind of. I'm not saying that they don't think you with them. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But Billy, sometimes he sits back a little bit too much to me, man. And now, as far as the rotation. I know we all wanted to see Ayo play, but I say again, what do you guys think? You think he should have played against Drew Holiday more?
I mean, for me, I would have liked to see Drew. And appreciate the call as always, Marv.
All right,
Marv.
I would. You say what?
Hey, Marv.
Ringo want to say something to you, Marv.
Hey,
what you got, Ringo?
He got that dub today. I just wanted to let you know that.
The Heat. Oh boy, please. Well, I know ain't nobody thinking Atlanta gonna beat them, right? Come on.
Dang. The Atlanta disrespect, like.
Hey, I
love
Marv,
man. Atlanta ain't got enough out there to deal with Miami. Miami got swarming defense, partner. They got switching defense. They can handle Young. Did you see what he shot? 1 for 12, 0 for 7 from 3?
Yeah. Hey,
Miami's got that. They switch on theirs. They got all those players that they can switch over instead of letting them beat on the pick and roll. They just switch it, and he can't beat the next man up. And before it's over, 1 for 12.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate the call as always, Mar. Appreciate the love, man.
Marv.
Stay safe out there. All right, man.
Hey, yeah, P Kid, let me know when you come into Dallas too, man.
I'll be there in June.
Okay. We'll hook up.
Definitely.
Let me know.
I love how it was just like, hey, pull up on me.
Hey, man.
I got you. Yeah, I bet.
Go get a beer or something.
Let's go out to let's go back to the post game shows, man. We got Zach LaVine at the podium here. He talked about the loss tonight.
Position, but it's tough. I think we, after that first little run they had in the first quarter, we fought back and we let them know that we were here.
Any shots you take, the length of 30-some seconds left. What did you see? Did you think about attacking the rim, or at that point you're going for the tie?
No, I thought it was a good shot. We were down 3. got a really clean look. Brook about 6 feet back, probably one of the cleanest looks I had of the night. Just hit the back rim.
Zach, you foul trouble affect you at all?
A couple of them.
Like he gonna say it was a bad shot.
I had that. I didn't think I did too much physicality, but
Yeah, it was a bad
they
shot.
called it even
Never
both
seen a
ways.
shot I didn't like.
Want to for a good amount of time, So just gotta watch the film, figure out how to, try to keep my hands away.
What was it like for you?
Game, it just matters, Still basketball.
Did it feel? I mean,
Yeah, obviously it did. Yeah, I think everybody was competing. For me going out there just playing on, obviously just make some more shots that you're accustomed to making.
Do you feel like tonight was a missed opportunity?
You can't learn from it. Obviously we're going to buy this us shooting this way and defending the way we did, keeping the game long. They didn't even have 100 points, so I think it was. I think we had a lot of missed opportunities.
After what you guys did tonight, what was different this time as opposed to maybe some of the other matchups, whether it be from a strategy or just talking the huddle?
We just didn't give up. I think before early on, there was some good talk. Everybody was encouraging each other, so it was good to get the first one done, but come back and watch the film and figure out how we can tie this thing up.
It's like it seemed like there was an emphasis on getting handoffs or number dots. Was that like an emphasis coming in?
Dog, I hate how they do the questions.
Well, the questions are horrible.
I would say it was something that we really went after. I think we just played in the flow, we played the right way, and I looked to be aggressive. Obviously, it was a good overall game. I think we got to keep attacking.
Second explanation for why you guys kind of collectively shot so badly at 18% scores were off target at the same time.
There wasn't a reason. We didn't try to, obviously. So, I think we took good shots. I think we'll make.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it.
Boy, they know they be asking some dumb questions in the postgame show. I ain't gonna lie to you about it. They know they be asking some dumb questions in these postgame shows sometimes, man. That was Zach LaVine. Do you think that the Bulls, like Marv talked about and what we heard Zach talk about there? By the way, next caller will be qualifying for the second spot for the Al DeSumo jersey. So call into the show now, 855-908-5668, 855-908-5668. Do you feel like the Bulls, like Marv alluded to, feel good at the fact that they kept this Bucks team under 100 points, even in a loss? Does that spark them on the defensive end to kind of keep it going?
I would say no, just because. I feel like Matter of fact, I would say this. I feel like it sparks them a little because they've been trying to get together. They've been trying to get it together since the All-Star break, but then at the same time, no, because they've already known that they can do this. We've already seen. Well, I mean, what was the game? I hate to bring this up, but the game Alex Caruso hurt his wrist. That was under 100, right? It was like 97, 93 or something like that.
Yeah,
or something like that. So they know that they can do it. But like you said earlier, on the Bucks side, the Bucks already know that they can do it.
Yeah,
like they've already been here before.
It's interesting, man. It's interesting. What'd you see?
As far as
like keeping them under 100 points, do you feel like that's that'll push them to that next level? Just feeling good about that and going into the next game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the Bulls can do that every night if, again, they take care of Drew Holiday and they take care of Chris Middleton. If I lose to Giannis and Covington and Wesley Matthews, then I lose to Wesley Matthews and Covington. I'm not gonna. But if you're able to take Drew and mid out the game, then I think the Bulls got a shot every night. I don't think DeMar is going to shoot 5 for 25 for the next 3 games.
Hope he don't.
Yeah,
hey,
good Lord, I hope.
Hey, that's a legacy destroyer right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you know,
go to another team and do the same thing. That's a legacy destroyer right there.
Hey, listen. But you know what? But you know what? To his defense, there's a lot of teams that they first year together go through woes like this. Even though we're playing the champions, I mean, look at how many years it took Giannis to finally get to the finals. But think about what he had to go through. Think about when he went up against Kawhi. How'd he play in that series? But think about that.
No,
Think about
I
that.
hear what you're saying, but
Think about
Giannis
Miami last year.
Giannis has been in the
Yeah,
league.
that's just that was they choked.
Giannis has been in the league 10 years. 10 years now. This is the 10th year.
Yeah, drafted 2012.
Yeah. He's gotten better each time, and he's gotten better in the playoffs each time he's been to the playoffs.
Sneeze yourself clean out that chair.
DeMar DeRozan has like gotten to the same point and plateaued each and every time. Like, the team around him has been better than him consistently. That's the narrative. No, in the late game moments in the playoffs. That's just the narrative. It's just like, hey, the Houston Rockets is
listen. He got a ring, but there's a lot of passes out there for Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is absolutely dogging on Miami right now.
Must be given Kyle. Hey, look,
and I'm not a big Kyle Lowry fan.
He hates
though.
Kyle Lowry.
Hey, listen,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
listen.
not a big Kyle Lowry fan either.
And every time we talk about Kyle
Listen. In Toronto, it wasn't just DeMar DeRozan missing shots down the stretch.
Yeah, but when they won a ring, guess what? Kyle Lowry absolutely showed up and showed out.
You know why? You had a generational player standing next to you, and everybody was focused on him.
You had a 5% better shooter than DeMar DeRozan, who actually stuck defense.
Yeah, you had a generational player on your team standing next to you, and you doggone Kawhi Leonard when he's healthy.
Okay, we keep confusing generational talent versus elite performer. He's an elite player. He's not a generational talent. Giannis is a generational talent.
The last time he was healthy,
KD's a generational talent.
The last time he was healthy, he walked into a building for one season, won a ring, and then left.
The team had already been to the Eastern Conference Finals. They just replaced one guy.
Yeah, and
they were built.
Who do that?
2 years in a row. They were built to go to the finals.
Who do that?
Hey, we talk a lot about how LeBron won with multiple
Name me somebody
teams.
that did that.
Kawhi already won with 2.
You took one player off and you put
teams
one
that were
player
built to go
on.
to the finals. Let's not make it seem like he carried some scrubs.
I mean,
He carried it. He literally took DeMar DeRozan and put what's the name? You got one step further and won a chip. That's all it was. He's just better than DeMar. That doesn't mean that he's like. No, LeBron's a generational talent.
LeBron's generation.
Yes, but what has LeBron done in his career?
LeBron has taken some scrubs to the finals. Did you see 2018?
We had this conversation.
He has taken scrubs to the finals.
Hey, listen. LeBron is LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron is in a whole different air than Kawhi Leonard.
A lot of his teams are set too.
No,
on his biggest
absolutely.
stages, his
But
teams are
Toronto was built to go to the finals because they were already one step away.
Yeah.
You didn't do much. You changed one guy, and that one guy was better than the guy you replaced. So, of course, you get to the next level. Just like we replaced 2 guys, really. We replaced Wendell Carter, and we replaced Daniel Gafford. And guess what?
They definitely wasn't supposed to win.
We went from
healthy Warriors team. They getting smoked in that.
Exactly. so in all actuality, they won because of, I don't want to say fortune or luck, but good fortune, injuries and stuff like that. But it ain't like, oh, Kawhi winning there. It's like, oh, I'm stopping everybody. No, that ain't what happened.
Look, KD came back for 5 minutes and changed the series.
If Clay was
Clean
injured, they still win that series.
Clean winning that
If
joint.
Clay wasn't injured, they probably still win that series.
5 minutes, 9 points, and off and
Dang.
3 for 3.
He said Achilles.
No, that's what happened though.
It was.
It was like he went 11 minutes.
Hey man, before we get up out of here and take this last call? What's y'all prediction for game 2? What you got?
I got a Bulls win.
I have a Bulls win, but I have a Bulls win on the fact that I think we'll shoot better and we'll continue playing that same defense that we played tonight.
Can you?
I think
that's
for
the
sure,
question, right? Because can you play that same level of defense if you're focused on the offense?
I think we can now that we've seen it again. The biggest thing that happened at the end of the season, I think we got into a slump where we forgot how to win. But now that they see, like, okay, if we do this, we can win games. So I think we can get back to that same defensive level. I'm going to put trust in the people. I'm not going to say shooters. The people on the team that shoot the ball to hit shots. But, we'll see.
There's one guy who has 205 million reasons to get it done. Win or lose, there's somebody got 205 million reasons to do it. He better.
It's crazy that he's probably not going to get an All-NBA team.
I got Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee game 2. I legitimately feel like this is not the series. For tomorrow, I think it's gonna be a close game, but I just got Milwaukee's coming back in settled. I don't think you see the 17 turnovers. But I definitely got them winning a close one.
I mean, you could see 17 turnovers because it's not like the turnovers were just like them making dumb plays. Like it wasn't like we talking about like them having the week off like it means like they were making like unforced errors. Like they was throwing the ball into Bulls defenders and the Bulls defenders was taking that mud. They was getting ripped. They was getting the ball snatched away from them. They was getting, you know what I'm saying? Like the Bulls were sliding in for offensive fouls and stuff like that. So I think you could see the turnover battle being that high again.
I guarantee you this though.
Go ahead.
AK is watching. And AK is absolutely look at
the AK fire some mugs next season.
AK looking at some people like, y'all better do something.
AK finna cover with that. Good job. You're done.
Hey, legit.
You know what though? At the beginning of the season, we really saw how important Lonzo was because our fast break numbers was crazy.
That's true.
Our fast break numbers was crazy, and when our fast break numbers are crazy, Derrick Jones looks real. Devontae Green looks real nice. All these athletic players look real nice.
No,
what's Lonzo's status again?
He's done for the season.
Well, the season's over.
No, he's done for throughout.
They ruled him out for the playoffs too.
Yeah, he's done. I think the wild part is with that, right? Is that the wild part is with that is like this is the first game because everybody always say if we just had Lonzo, we'd be good. If we just had Lonzo, we'd be good. And I was like, Lonzo ain't the key to if this game. If we just had Lonzo,
we'd be good.
We probably would have been good. Like I literally was like, yeah, you just needed somebody that can knock down the three ball from at least a 35 to 40% clip. We probably would have been good. So you seeing the effects there, man. Let's go out to our last caller, man. We're going to qualify him, get his prediction, and then qualify him. Let's head out to the 773. What's good?
Yo, what's good with it? What it do? What's business is, man?
What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you? How you feeling?
It's all good, man. I just got done watching a good day of playoff basketball, so, I'm a little excited. You know what I mean? As far as this Bulls game, though, I feel like DeMar DeRozan completely shot us out of this game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel kind of I want to say I don't know the word to call it, but I'm not feeling so good about DeMar DeRozan as far as like his history in the playoffs. He seemed like the type of player that shrinks in big moments. Of course, I'm rooting for him because, of course, I'm a Bulls fan. But at the same time, before he got to the Bulls, that was my impression of him. All those times that they went to the Eastern Conference Finals with DeRozan, it seemed like he shrunk when LeBron was on the other side of the ball, man. Like I said, I just feel like he completely shot us out of the game. Like everybody didn't shoot well today, but it seemed like DeMar DeRozan, he picked the most difficult shots he could find on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like Zach, he's a difficult shot maker. A lot of his shots he just missed. Gucci missed a lot of shots today too. But I just feel like the shots that DeMar was taking, they weren't good shots at all. You know what I'm saying? They was shots that wasted possession. He was going up against two people in the paint. He going against Giannis in the paint. Like those are not good shots, man. Kick it to somebody else, you're gonna get the ball back, man. Let the game come to you. I feel like he was just forcing it too much. And I would be more encouraged if this is something I didn't see from him before in the past. But you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it just seemed like the nature of his game when it comes to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He had us on his back when he was in the regular season. At the same time, he wasn't doing that against big teams like the Bucks and Philly and the Heat. It seems like he's just a little bit more comfortable when is teams that we know that we could beat across from us as opposed to those tougher teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. You got to see more from DeMar. Your stars got to be your stars, man. And if they're not going to be your stars, you're going to be in trouble. Hey, listen, right. We want to hit you with a little bit of Bulls trivia right here, my guy. What's your name again, bro?
Big Crucial.
Big Crucial. I
like
Big
it. Crucial. What's good? I just realized.
Y'all got. Man, I hit you up in the DMs, man, for the merch, man. You ain't never hit me back, really, but, I got the clothing line, Crucial_clothing on IG. Check me out, Crucial Clothing. I got that merch for y'all boys, man. I'm a big fan. I stay in tune with y'all boys. Make sure y'all get in tune with me so I can make some merch for y'all.
Hey, you definitely might be right. I definitely think I forgot to hit you back. That's on me.
He ain't really good on that.
I got it. I be taking L sometimes. That's on me. That's my bad, dog.
He don't return my text messages.
Hey, I'm awful with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God, he don't.
Hey, forget y'all. Hey man, let me hit you with this question, man. Seeing as how we got our Bulls in the playoffs here, we got to talk about a player that was very crucial to this Bulls team, man. Who is the player that was the first ever rookie to win the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, and in the playoffs gave us one of the best three-point shooting battles versus Ray Allen against the Boston Celtics?
That's a tough question right there, man.
Now everybody in the chat will be kidding.
I'm gonna go with Tony Kukoc, man.
Versus Ray Allen, my boy. You going Tony Kukoc on that one?
Nah, versus Ray Allen.
I didn't say in the finals. I'm gonna give you one more shot at it.
Okay. Repeat the question one more time for me.
Who was the player who was the first ever rookie to win NBA Sixth Man of the Year and gave us one of the best battles in the playoffs versus the Boston Celtics against Ray Allen?
Well, I'm tweaking. I'm thinking the book. Okay. I'm thinking about the 90s. Okay. I'm glad you gave me another shot at that. Versus Ray Allen. You said Six Man. Jimmy Butler.
Nah, bro. Nah, that's a tough one, dog. That's a tough one. That's not the answer right there, man. We're going to keep it going through. But I am going to hit you back in the DMs, bro. We did take an L on that one. I'm going to hit you back. All right, my boy?
All right, better. What's the answer? You going to get that question to somebody else? I'm interested to know the answer now.
I'm going to get that question to somebody else. We got to qualify one more, man. We got some callers in the chat. So if y'all want to call in now, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Peace.
All right, but I'm going to stay in tune.
All right, let's see. Let's go out. Let's go out here, right? Let's see who we going. Which one y'all want? You got two on the board right now. We going Rod or we going Angel?
Angel.
Let's go Angel. I bet. Bow. Angel, what's good?
What up? Hey, what up, fellas?
Hey, we got the same question for you,
right to it, my dude.
Okay, so are y'all gonna hit me with that question?
Finna hit you with the question.
Sorry.
Let me give you the question here. Who was the first ever rookie to win NBA Sixth Man of the Year and gave us Bulls fans one of the best three-point battles versus Ray Allen when he was on the Boston Celtics?
Damn, shit. Okay, so Ray Allen, that had to be around the Baby Bulls. The Baby Bulls were around. They had Time Rich. That's before they got Derrick Rose. Man, the only dude
when they went up against Ray Allen. Think about the matchup versus the Celtics, brother.
Now I'm gonna take a guess. The only dude I know that was young like that, they hit threes like that was off the bench was Ben Gordon.
Hey, he's in the building, man. Angel qualifies for it, man. That is absolutely right. Ben Gordon, the man, the myth, the legend, went head to head with one of the best three-point shooters of all time, and actually came out ahead.
I thought he was starting at that year. I took a guess.
He was starting. He was starting that year, but he won NBA. He won Rookie of the Year. He's the first ever person to win Rookie of the Year off of the bench, man. So Angel, we got you down.
That's crazy because I thought you said six man. I thought you said six man.
You did say
that's what I said. Six.
No, you just said.
I took a shot.
Oh, my bad. No, the first I said it backwards. He did win. He's the only first ever rookie to win Sixth Man of the Year. I said it backwards. Don't worry about that. I be tweaking sometimes. It's a long night. But yeah, man, we got you down on the qualifier, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love as always, Angel. I think the chat feels better too. Because everybody was like, "Are you serious right now?"
Hey, make sure you send the info over the email. Though.
Yeah, make sure y'all send y'all info to the email for the two people that qualified. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing us love as always. Shout out to you, Angel. Stay safe out there. All right, my boy?
All right, man.
All right, man. Peace. So we got our next two for the Ayo DeSumo jersey. We'll be qualifying 2 more in the next game. So stay in tune with us on that, man. When we get to 13,000, we're going to be giving it away. So appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing that love. Anything else y'all want to close out with, man? We all good? We good? We covered everything?
No, I'm good.
Hey, yo, Chicago. It's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. What you got?
Hot take.
Hot take. Here we go. Hot take. Before we go, it's going to spark a whole 2-hour debate.
Kobe White could be Ben Gordon.
I've been saying that.
If he gets it together.
I mean, he technically hold up. Technically he is. That's the part about Ben. That's the part about Ben Gordon that nobody speaks on.
Ben Gordon's 3rd year in the league, 21 points, 45%.
Gotta go game by game, my boy. Very up and down. Very up.
He was a little bit Chris Mid.
We gonna argue about this after.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah,
it's Chris Mid. He'd get 180 mil.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again, joined by the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid. Stefan Adonis in the building. Bando's in the chat. He's back. Kind of, not really. Hey yo, Chicago. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.